Starting from the, do we have the list of terms? Starting from the neck, this one would be the clavotrapezius. This one right here, I'm drawing the outline of it, would be the acromion trapezius. This one right here, the spinotrapezius. And then this big guy right here is the latissimus dorsi.
Wait, where does it end?
The latissimus dorsi?
Yeah.
It's like this.
Oh,
I'm gonna go over to the shoulder more.
Oh, could you just like repeat all that because I want to get it on video.
I think we can give it to you if you want.
Oh yeah, airdrop.
Yeah.
Am I repeating or am I going on?
Continue.
Okay. Onto the arm, you have this guy right here. That's the spinodeltoid. Up here, acromion deltoid. And then coming off of the clavotrapezius, right here, clavobrachialis. When you look at the side of the arm, this guy right here is one of the three heads of the triceps. So this is the long head. This is the lateral head. And if you look inside, right here, you can see the medial head of the tricep.
Is that small, tiny? Is that small?
There, I separated it more.
sorry, can you repeat where the acromiotrapezius is? I'm sorry, not the acromiotrapezius, the acromiodeltoid.
Yeah,
Right
so
here,
Is it the whole thing or just a half?
just this.
That whole, yeah.
This
And
guy
then
right here,
spinodeltoid.
right here. So the spinodeltoid makes like a T with the long head of the tricep.
Oh,
So there's the
yeah,
top,
so-
there's the bottom.
That's nice.
Gotcha.
Now, moving on to the chest muscles. Down at the bottom here. This guy right here between the forceps. Xiphi humoralis, because it goes from the xiphoid process of the sternum up to the humerus. This big guy right here, pectoralis minor. This little guy right here is part of the pectoralis major. It also continues up here. And then the pecto antebrachialis sits on top of the pectoralis major.
This is the pectoralis major.
There's two parts.
This part right here.
That's the pecto interbrachial, right?
No,
No.
it's the pectoralis major.
And which one's the pecto interbrachial?
It sits on top of the pectoralis major right here.
Oh, I see. And then this one would be the xiphohumeralis,
No,
right?
this guy right here, in between my fingers, is the pectoralis minor.
Oh, okay.
This is the Xiphi humoralis.
Gotcha.
The way you can remember is weird because you think that the minor would be smaller, but it's
Yeah.
bigger.
Yeah.
That's how I remember it.
It is. Moving down. If you look at the center of the cat, you see this white fascia right here. Underneath that fascia is the rectus abdominis. On the side of the cat, you see like a circle right here. That top layer is the external oblique. So the difference between the external, internal oblique and the transversus is the innermost layer, then the internal oblique, then the external oblique. Their striation patterns are different. So external oblique goes like this, internal oblique goes like that, transversus goes like that. It takes a little bit more time, but maybe after we're done I can try to get it. It's just really delicate. So if we come here and we cut the latissimus dorsi, we can see another little flap underneath the armpit. Right under my finger here. You see how it kind of looks like a fan down here? The fan, right? That's your serratus ventralis.
What does it look like, you said?
You see that there's like a little separation between each muscle. It
Yeah.
kind of looks like when you spread open a fan.
Yep.
That's the serratus ventralis.
Oh.
Down to the leg, this big guy right here is your bicep femoris. This guy right here is your gluteus maximus, and this guy is your gluteus medius. This muscle sitting right here is one part of your sartorius. It's actually big. So if you spread the leg open, you'll see the rest of the sartorius. Here, this muscle is your gracilis. And this calf muscle here is your gastrocnemius. If you follow the Achilles tendon up underneath the gastrocnemius,
Sorry, I'm not like this.
what's that?
Oh no, I was talking to her. I'm like hunching over.
You will see right here is another muscle. That's your soleus.
So that's under the gastric.
Mhm. This muscle right here, semitendinosus.
There's two like.
There's a membranosus and a this is the tendinosus. Underneath the gracilis is your membranosus.
Yeah.
This here is your adductor femoris.
That whole thing.
Mm-hmm. And this little guy right here is your adductor longus.
And this is the membranosus?
Mhm. Tendinosus, membranosus.
Yep.
If we
And this
move the
is
sartorius back.
Adductor femoris and adductor longus,
Yes.
the smaller one.
Yep. If we move the sartorius back, you'll see it kind of looks like a hot dog. The buns and then the dog. You guys see it?
Mm-hmm.
These are your are they labeled the quadricep femoris in your lab manual? Right? So vastus medialis,
Sorry, no, you're fine.
rectus femoris, vastus lateralis. And if we were to go even deeper, underneath the rectus femoris is your vastus intermedialis. But generally we never cut it, so you don't have to worry about it. What am I missing from the list?
Sorry, can you just repeat one more time? Medialis is the one in the middle?
It's more medial.
Okay, medialis.
Vastus medialis,
And vastus
rectus femoris,
rectus femoris.
vastus lateralis.
And then the vastus intermedialis, so we don't have to worry, is
It's
underneath the rectus femoris. Okay.
And then, if you pull back the biceps femoris, you can see semitendinosus, semimembranosus,
Can you do that one again?
semitendinosus, semimembranosus.
On the internal side.
You can see it on both sides if you take those muscles back.
And then the other side where we saw it originally is semitendinosus, semimembranosus.
And that one is?
The femoris, not the longest, the other one.
I believe
Adductor
the
femoris.
femoris is abductor, and the longest is adductor. So one's
Abductor
AB and the other's AD.
Adductor femoris, adductor longus.
Is the femoris abductor femoris? AB? It's ADD. So both of them are ADD? Okay, so they're both ADD.
Okay.
So adductor femoris,
And adductor longus.
adductor longus. So
Intercostals.
yes, they're up here with a bunch of fat on them.
And that's the, you said the bicep femoris?
That's the bicep femoris. So if we start to clear away some more fat. Oops, taking some muscle with me. These muscles start getting very fragile. Oops.